In the comments section of my last video review of The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 4, I said I wasn't going to do this. Yet, here I am, posting a deeper thought into the episode. Oh well, I can't stop myself, I guess. It's like I'm out of control with this stuff. In a good way, of course. In the video, I said I didn't like the episode titled Faster. This is still true. I haven't changed my opinion, but I do want to point out something positive about the show, and that is the spotlight Tech got in the episode. I would also like to point out the main reasons for my not liking the episode. It wasn't terrible, just a bit underwhelming. But before we move on, a word from our sponsor, me. Hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Now, back to the program. In Season 2, Episode 4 of The Bad Batch, Tech gets the spotlight. Yes, if you see where I'm going with this, this is the positive. Until this point, Tech really didn't get much story. We know he's basically a genius when it comes to technology, piloting, and assessing situations. But we didn't really see his skills and mindset together in previous episodes. The way he was able to assess the other pilots and the track was nothing short of brilliant. Then when he won the race, the crowd was chanting his name. I feel like this could be setting the Bad Batch up to be tracked down, not necessarily by the Empire. Why? Because Vice Admiral Rampart is going to great lengths to cover up their survival of the bombardment on Kamino. Remember Captain Wilco? Rest in peace, buddy. I do think it's setting them up to be tracked down by a couple different interested parties, one being Commander Cody. With his solo venture into the world of being AWOL, he will need to link up with others for survival, others that have evaded capture for 6 months or so, which may go into a deeper story of how the Bad Batch distrusts clones who went through with Order 66, Cody being one of those clones. It will take them some time to understand that they are not being set up by the Empire. Once they realize this, they could put Cody in contact with Captain Rex, or just Rex now, which will lead to another short story of Cody being in total shock because the Empire believed Rex to be dead, along with Ahsoka Tano, as evident by the Venator crash at the end of the Clone Wars Season 7 and the Ahsoka Tano novel. Yes, in that novel, Rex faked his death along with Ahsoka. It just wasn't shown in the details of the Clone Wars Season 7 the way it was in the novel. There's another way Cody's story could play out that has nothing to do with the riot race in Episode 4. In the trailer, Rex asks the Bad Batch if they would take on a mission for him. He could have heard Cody's exit from the Imperial ranks and has been caught. The mission? Rescue Cody. But where the riot race could lead to a bigger story is the other parties that could hear of Tech's newfound fame, and that could be Cad Bane or Fennec Shand. Or both. The whole riot race bit to me seemed like an underworld sport, an offshoot of extreme pod racing, one that most would not be accepting of in the galaxy. But who else would know of these things than those with connections to the underworld? Cad Bane had his ego bruised when he failed at retrieving Omega for the Empire. Fennec Shand, the same, only she was hired by the Kaminoans to save Omega. So Tech's spotlight could be more than just giving him airtime to flesh out his character. We already knew he was able to evaluate, assess, predict, and adjust. We also already knew he was a good pilot. It was just nice to see some deeper thought in him. But if I were him, I would have ended that annoying droid shortly after meeting him. Anytime that we were getting deep into the psyche of Tech, there was Teo, ruining the scene. Normally, droids are some of my favorite parts of Star Wars, but this one was just useless and annoying. And although it was nice seeing Tech getting some much-needed screen time, did we really think he was in danger? Not really. He's a part of a team with a specific skill set that is vital to their survival, just as each of them. But in the end, Tech got recognition. Finally. I think he goes under the radar in the other episodes of The Bad Batch because he isn't the leader like Hunter. He isn't the loud muscle like Wrecker. He isn't the compassionate child like Omega. And he didn't have a rescue arc like Echo. So Tech deserved this. Okay, see, I'm not all negative about the episode. But I did say I would bring up some of the stuff I didn't like. And the biggest is Sid. Now hold on. The biggest reason for my contempt for the character is that they made her a Trandoshan. She doesn't act like the Trandoshans we've seen in the past. That doesn't mean there aren't more out there like her, but that in itself has me worried. But maybe she's a one-off, never learning how to be Trandoshan because she wasn't raised around them. Maybe. But then we have to ask, why is she able to speak basic clear as a bell when she still has the Trandoshan physiology? Her tongue, vocal cords, they would be the same as other Trandoshans and limit that kind of speech, at least how that speech sounds to our ears. Her voice may not be as guttural as others, but she would still slur. Okay, maybe I'm nitpicking too much, but it's similar to how some fans didn't like the live-action appearance of the Grand Inquisitor because his head wasn't elongated like others of the Pau'an race that we have seen in other live-action Star Wars projects. It's just a nitpick, I guess. And it's something I either have to get over or dwell on. And since I want to enjoy this show, and it seems Sid isn't going anywhere anytime soon, I won't dwell on it too much. Okay, other little nitpicks of the episode are minuscule, one being that Wrecker was pretty much pointless in this episode, other than just being loud. He may as well have been off on the mission with Hunter and Echo. Sid brought them for protection, but it was only Tech who protected her by winning the race, not with muscle. At least Omega contributed a little bit by offering the crew to win the race for Sid's freedom. I'm just glad it wasn't Omega that piloted the race. We've seen a child prodigy pilot a race in the past and win, even though the race wasn't typically won by humans. We don't need to see it again. Another is the annoying droid, Teo. Like I said before, anytime it seemed we were getting some deep insight into Tech, Teo would pop up to be arrogant and taunt Tech. I just wish the droid could have been coherent until the end to see Tech do something Teo could not. Then cease to function. Yes, cease to function. But overall, I have to hand it to the writers. It isn't easy to create a side story that will eventually become part of a larger arc without having Star Wars fans, such as myself, saying, "What the hell are you doing?" I think this could have been overcome by releasing 2 episodes at once. Okay, now I sound impatient. I'm really not. I just think more context would have made me enjoy it a little bit more. Look, my opinion is just that, and if you disagree with it and you enjoyed the episode, I'm truly happy for you. I would never judge your tastes. We're all different. I'm not like others who may berate you for your opinion. That's just childish. Now, if you're betting on the Buffalo Bills to win over my Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday, that's another story. Just kidding. It's just a game. But no, seriously, the Bengals are going to win. Sorry. But back to Star Wars, I really do like the Bad Batch, just as I like the Clone Wars and Rebels. Well, Resistance, not as much. But that doesn't mean I loved every episode of those shows. It just didn't ruin the overall experience for me. Well, let me know in the comments what you thought of the show. I really like seeing differing opinions. And now another word from our sponsor, me. Hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like what I said. But that's all I have for today. Until the next video, this is Gerald, a Star Wars fanatic, signing off. Wishing you all great health, happiness, and peace. Thank you all for watching, and remember, this is the way, and positivity in the Star Wars fandom is the only way.